from my own experience. This is a
Okay.
toxic belief I had.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it for myself. I think that one of the toxic beliefs we have as women is the belief that we can change a man, is the belief that we can transform a man from whoever he is into some whimsical
So
creature.
it's impossible.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that when you're going into situations, as I have in the past, with this idea that, yeah, he's got some issues, but we can work through that. And, you're trying to find every reason why it's all fixable and workable. That
But didn't you, like, I wouldn't say try to change me, but tactfully say certain things and did certain things?
so let me qualify my comment. Since you come out all guns blazing in episode 2. let me clarify let me
Yeah,
clarify.
because a friend recently said, "Oh, you molded him." Like, I mean, you.
So let's be real. When I met you, you were 21 years old. You were making 22.
How old were you?
I had just made 25. So we're 3 years apart.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. We're 3 years apart. I will say that this when I talk about wanting to change a man
Mhm.
and it being a toxic idea to change a man, I'm not talking about pouring into your partner.
Okay.
It is every woman's responsibility to pour into her relationship, her marriage, to create an environment where her partner can thrive and grow and succeed and all of that. What I'm talking about is people who fundamentally do not have the basics to evolve into much more and thinking that you can just transform this person. And I'll use an analogy like building a house. So you have a house that has bricks and maybe some of the bricks are cracked, but you can fix that and that can be painted and what's not, versus a house that is filled with wood that is dry rot and got a whole bunch of mold and got all kinds of shit that just it's dilapidated. There's nothing you can do with that. And I think that, speaking from experience, I have tried to pour into people who fundamentally I could not change them because
Right, right. But define the line, because pouring could be, for example, with us, you
okay.
said you were pouring, but you wanted a lot of things to change.
Yeah, well, I wanted things to change, but I was creating an environment. I couldn't change it for you. You had to make certain adjustments to become the man that you are today from the scrawny 21-year-old that approached me,
Watch
right?
it.
So you so so you had to do that yourself. That's not work that I could do for you. All I could do was create an environment that said you can do this, and to champion you and to love you and to pour into you. And so I'm saying, as women, most of us, that's our nature, that is our default. We want to support and
Oh, wait,
nurture.
wait, hold on, hold on. Do you think pouring alone changes a man?
What?
Like, okay, let's just say I just continue to pour and pour and pour and pour.
Mhm.
Like, how do you measure that? Like,
Well,
what if
no.
nothing
So
changes?
that is my point. In that's my point. Pouring alone cannot change a man, because if he fundamentally and let's pouring alone cannot help a man to make the change he needs to make to be the man that you need. Because you can pour and pour and pour, but if he doesn't want it in and of himself, and if he doesn't have the ambition to go for it, then what? Like, is all for naught.
Right. So it's on us as well. And I think that's what we were talking about earlier on with us coming together as individuals and working on ourselves. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you, it's as an individual, knowing that, hey, this person has, because when I met you, you were not just like kicking the shit around the place. Like, you had you told me what it is you wanted to do. Back then you wanted to be a
Mhm.
Navy SEAL, and you weren't just saying that. All of your actions lined up with who it is you were telling me you wanted to be. You were disciplined. I'd never met a man as disciplined as you up to that
Mhm.
point. You were getting up, you were training, you were eating healthy, you were like on time like clockwork, you were working multiple jobs, you were disciplined. And
Mhm.
so if someone is telling me they want to be a Navy SEAL and I'm seeing all of their actions align with that, then yeah, that is a relationship that I can pour into. That is someone that we can work together, as opposed to someone telling me they want to be a Navy SEAL, but they out drinking every night at the bar, or they're
Right.
partying, or they're eating plates on plates of Chinese food. And me thinking in my mind, oh, I just gotta, support him and be down for him, and then he gonna change what he needs to change to become a Navy SEAL. That's
All
not
right.
the way it works out.
So
But that's how we think about it
so
sometimes.